Meanwhile, I'd already had natural antibodies by then. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Do you guys not understand how this works?
No, yeah.
This is how it's worked forever.
That's the weirdest one. I mean, I was fact checked during my campaign by the San Jose Mercury News, which was like, Shellenberger's got some really weird ideas, including this idea that natural immunity is just as effective as the vaccine. It was like, what?
It's crazy to watch
It's a reversal.
The left captive to the pharmaceutical industry.
Yes.
Like, how did that happen? You guys were the ones that were always my body, my choice. Like, what the fuck is going on with you people?
I remember like, I was raised by very progressive parents. My dad had a food co-op. I mean, I remember hearing about natural immunity since natural immunity. You know, it was like natural immunity. That's like a liberal thing.
Right.
But it was Dennis Prager who would always be talking about, I got COVID so I could have natural immunity, you know.
Yeah, and people are like, you're crazy.
Reversal.
This is nuts. Not only that, I mean, just the fact that no one has a problem with all of the different remedies that were effective against COVID being suppressed.
Right.
And that there was one narrative, and that narrative was connected to the emergency use authorization, which is only applicable if there's no other treatments.
Right.
The fact that this is not that was never discussed, and the people weren't. But it's also the terror of this impending pandemic that's going to take out your loved ones. And, you know, Robert Malone talked about that on the podcast, that it creates this mass formation psychosis, that you have this one thing that people are looking at as the savior. And any suppression of that or any resistance of that, you are going to ruin my life. I'm trying to get back to work.
Right.
I'm trying to make society do the thing. And you can't even be like, hey, but maybe we should see studies. Hey, but where's the data? Hey, why are they telling pregnant women they can take it? There's no studies on pregnant women. Hey, you know, why is there an increase in all-cause mortality in the year that everybody got vaccinated?
Right.
Hey, what is going on with all the myocarditis? Hey, what's up with the strokes? Hey, and everyone's like, la, 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 not listening, la, la, la. And if it wasn't for people like Robert Kennedy Jr. writing that book, if it wasn't for people like, how do you say his name? Jay
Bhattacharya.
I don't want to fuck his name up. Jay Bhattacharya, or that gentleman from the UK, John Campbell, or some of these other doctors.
I love John Campbell.
I love John Campbell.
He's my favorite.
He's he's so measured and even, but look, a tinge of British sarcasm to some of the things that he says.
But not pompous either.
No,
and also very much like, I want people to have the information.
Yes.
But I think that it's the will to control that comes before the catastrophizing. They want to have control, and then they exaggerate the problem, whether it's climate change or COVIDism. That's what's coming first. It's the need for that social power.
Yeah.
I think the other issue, and it just struck me as you were talking, the reason that they want to emphasize the vaccine over the remedies, and Steve Kirsch talks a lot about all the different ways in which, you know, you can treat the COVID. Bless you.
Thank you.
Is that's sort of something that you can do on your own. You can treat the COVID, whereas vaccines were going to be something that we're going to do as a society, and it's this collective action.
Well, any resistance to that puts you in this anti-vaxxer category, which is like one of the worst pejoratives in modern world times. Like the
climate denier is right up there.
It's right
climate
up there.
denier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's right up there.
Yeah.
You got lumped into that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean,
meanwhile, you're just stating data and facts.